Hey everyone, welcome back to the Jet Setting Fools channel where I share the scoop on the full-time travel lifestyle. Today's video is for all the curious people, my packing list. This is everything I own and travel with, all packed into one backpack and weighing in at about 30 pounds. I'm Sarah, one half of the Jet Setting Fools duo. My husband Chris and I have been traveling the world full-time for 12 years. So yeah, for more than a decade, I've been squeezing my entire wardrobe into one backpack. Packing was one of the things I struggled with most before we embarked on our initial round the world journey. And I've certainly made a few mistakes along the way. I actually share a few of our biggest blunders in another video. I'll put the link to that in the description. I've come a long way with my packing setup, but even after all these years, I wouldn't say it's absolutely perfect. It's a constant work in progress. Items get added, others get removed. Seasons change, trends change, travel needs change. At this point though, I feel like I've mostly gotten it right, and I definitely know when something's gone wrong. So let's get to the contents of my luggage, what I pack for full-time travel. I'll start with clothing since that's the biggest bulk of what I carry. My goal is versatility and layerability, but honestly, above all, I go for comfort. Okay, so tops first. I packed 2 hoodies, 3 long sleeve shirts, 4 t-shirts, 2 tank tops, and 2 workout shirts. This might sound like a lot, but each piece has a purpose and was carefully selected. And if you watched my video on our biggest packing mistakes, you know that I am so overdoing sink laundry, so I had to make room for a few extra tops. To be fair, I probably don't need 2 hoodies, and I wouldn't carry them both if I didn't wear them constantly. For the past few years, we've stuck to pretty cool climates, and hoodies are just my go-to wear, and the long sleeves are great for layering, as are the tank tops. The quick dry workout shirts are relatively new, and thankfully they don't take up too much space. But I'm working out more lately, so it just makes sense to have at least 2 workout shirts. For my bottoms, I keep things pretty minimal and varied. I pack 1 pair of jeans, a pair of jeggings, a pair of joggers, a pair of leggings, and a pair of cropped leggings for workouts. For warmer weather, I also pack 2 pairs of shorts, 1 skirt, a skirt, and a dress. I know that a lot of travelers shy away from packing jeans, but I love them, so they're not going anywhere. Jeggings are still super comfy and nice enough to wear out, but I might be ditching those soon in favor of a different style. Leggings and the thin joggers are for leisurely walks, travel days, lounging around, and layering. The cropped leggings are specifically for workouts, and just like the workout shirts, they don't take up too much room. And the rest, shorts, skirt, and skirt, those just give me options depending on the weather and what I'm doing. I also pack 1 dress, and it's kind of an all-in-one outfit. I can dress it up or wear it casually, and it can even be layered. Oh, and I pack pajama bottoms for sleeping, which I wear along with one of the tank tops that I already mentioned. But to be honest, those also double as loungewear in the summertime. Next is my undergarments, and I keep those pretty simple too. 8 pairs of underwear, 8 pairs of socks, 2 bras, and 2 sports bras, and compression socks. I try to carry enough items to last for a week so that I'm not constantly doing laundry. The compression socks are specifically for long travel days, and they make a huge difference on flights or long bus rides, but I also wear them as an extra layer of warmth when it's really cold outside, like when we're at the Christmas markets. My outerwear consists of 3 coats, 2 hats, a headband, thin gloves, mittens, a scarf, a fashion scarf, and a wrap. The 3 coats might seem crazy, but they actually work as a system. I have a fitted fleece, a puffer coat, and a raincoat. All 3 can be worn separately, or they can be combined and stacked together to make one cozy coat. The accessories I pack make a huge difference too. Hats, gloves, and scarves, they take up very little space, but they add a lot of warmth. And the fashion scarf just adds a splash of color. The black wrap is one of my favorite pieces because it can be used as a scarf, dressed up as part of an outfit, or even used as a blanket or towel. Carrying multifunctional items like this one is one of my top packing hacks, which was the topic of my last video. I'll put the link to that in the description too. A few extra clothing items that I carry are a swimsuit and slippers. A swimsuit is a must. You just never know when you'll need it, be it at a spa in Budapest or on a beach in Bali. And slippers? Those are an absolute essential for me. Whether I'm in a hotel or house sit, an Airbnb, whatever, I just want to feel cozy, and they come everywhere with me. The kind I wear are almost like thick socks with a foam base, so they squish down really well for packing. I only have 3 pairs of shoes: trainers, casual, and sandals. My trainers are my everyday shoe and my workout shoe. My casual shoes are a pair of slip-on Toms, and my sandals are a pair of black flip-flops. Other things that I carry are a toiletry bag and first aid kit and a miscellaneous bag. The toiletry bag is pretty standard. I pack it with sample size essentials. I do also carry an electronic toothbrush and a bare bones makeup bag, but everything else is exactly what you would expect in a toiletry bag. My first aid kit is a hodgepodge of medicines and bandages that I keep in small jars and little baggies. I don't carry a lot of one thing, but like to make sure that I have a little of whatever I might need in case I'm not feeling well enough to make it to a pharmacy. In my next video, I'm going to talk more about why a first aid kit is so essential for long-term travelers. So be sure to tune in for that. My miscellaneous bag is stuffed with, well, miscellaneous things. I'm not going to get into what I keep in there now, but I'm sure some of it would surprise you. Maybe someday I'll make another video of the random unexpected things that go into that bag, and you can tell me in the comments if that's a video you want me to make. So altogether, everything I just talked about, my entire wardrobe, outerwear, shoes, toiletries, and all those random extras, weighs about 30 pounds. That's my entire setup, my closet on the road. Now, you're probably wondering, what do I carry it all in? For me, it's a backpack. Since my very first trip to Europe, I have carried a backpack. The thought of lugging a suitcase over cobblestones or hefting it up multiple flights of stairs just makes me shudder. After many, way too many, years of carrying a top-loading backpack, I finally upgraded to the kind that zips open like a suitcase, and I'm really kicking myself for waiting so long to make the change. It's a 50-liter pack by Low Alpine, and it's super easy to organize because I use packing cubes. They are seriously the best invention ever for travelers. Something else that I carry is a small day bag, and that has all my work essentials: my laptop, external hard drive, my Canon camera, a small tripod, a notebook, and pens. Oh, and my day pack is also where I stuff my document case and my hip bag, which I can carry on its own or inside my backpack on the days that we explore. The day pack itself is a 15-liter backpack that can be attached to the bigger travel backpack. With the two clipped together, it makes it a lot more comfortable to carry. So that's it. Everything I carry, my entire life, in these 2 pieces of luggage. It's kind of crazy when you think about it, especially compared to how much stuff I had before we started traveling. But here's the thing, living out of a backpack has really changed how I think about what I actually need. Every single item I carry has a purpose, and if it doesn't stay. It's not always easy, but it's incredibly freeing. All right, if you have any questions about what I pack or what I would change, anything really, drop those in the comments. And if you're ready for more of my packing tips, be sure to check out the links in the description. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on your alerts. All right, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, travel well.